30-yard line. So the Colts are coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Richardson looking to throw this. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Hey, internet bill.
Like bill 0? Oh, you paid it already. Oh.
It's a short one here. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustmts here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football is like on the practice field, having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Richardson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You look at this Colt defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though?
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. There, Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Mix it up the middle. He'll take this to the 46. The Texans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. Stroud now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 3 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage. Now on 1st and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Richardson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive.
Yeah.
Military setback, though, for his passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have come to halftime, and what's all... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.